In this video, I'm going to show you how to get rid of that pain in the front of your knee, also known as your kneecap pain or patellofemoral pain. And this is the exact same program that I have used with hundreds, if not thousands of my patients as a licensed physical therapist. The three most common causes of kneecap pain or patellofemoral pain is number one, quads tightness. You see, if your quads is tight, it will pull your kneecap more towards that trochlear groove. And when that happens, as it glides up and down as you bend and extend your leg, it's going to cause friction and it's going to cause inflammation. The second common cause of kneecap pain is overuse. When you start doing an activity for a prolonged period of time, or when you start a new activity, it can cause irritation in your knee and it can cause inflammation and pain. The third most common cause of kneecap pain or patellofemoral pain is patellar malalignment. Now, there are two common causes of patellar malalignment. One of them is IT band tightness. Your IT band is the thick fascia that goes on the outer side of your thigh. So it runs from your hip to your knee. And if that IT band is tight, it's going to make your kneecap track more laterally or more towards the outer side. Another common cause of patellar malalignment, if there is an imbalance between the outer side of your quads and the inner side of your quads. If the outer side of your quads, which is your vastus lateralis, is stronger than the inner side of your quads, which is your vastus medialis, it can cause your kneecap to track more laterally because it will pull harder. Now that you know what are the common causes of kneecap pain or patellofemoral pain, let's jump into that treatment. Now for the treatment, I'm going to give you 5 exercises that will help you get rid of that kneecap pain or patellofemoral pain. And make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to give you a bonus on how to mobilize your kneecap so that it can track properly in the trochlear groove. Now the first exercise that I want you to do is called a quad stretch, and we're going to be using a stretch strap like this. So let's get you lying down. There are different ways of doing a quad stretch. I prefer the one that's lying down because it controls your back better and also it's easier to perform properly. What you're going to do is you're going to put one of the loops on your foot like this, and you're gonna hang your leg off the side of the bed, and you can keep the other knee bent. And then the strap, instead of pulling it this way, which is what a lot of people do, I want you to just loop it around your shoulder here. This way, because when you just pull it, you don't have as much leverage and it's more difficult for you to do. Meanwhile, if you pull it up and over your shoulder like this, it's easier for you to pull with 2 hands, and to hold it, you can just pull the strap down. Most important here is you have to make sure that your knee is going to be below your hip. Most common mistake that people do is they keep their knee above the hip. And when you do that and you pull, you're just going to keep jamming your knee. You're going to keep compressing your knee. You're not going to stretch your quads as much. So make sure it's down below your hip and then you pull. For people who are flexible enough, you can actually hold on to the upper part of your ankle or the lower part of your lower leg. But for those of you who are tight, you want to use the stretch wrap and pull it back around the shoulder and then pull it down and hold it. You want to do this for a count of 20 seconds and repeat it 3 times. The second exercise that you're going to do is an IT band stretch. Again, you're going to use a stretch strap like this to stretch your IT band. And you're going to lie down and you're going to loop. Now this time, I'm going to use my right leg. So we're going to stretch my right IT band. So from here, what I want you to do, your shoulder is square and flat on the bed. And you're going to just pull up and then to the side. You're going to feel a stretch on the other side of your hip and the other side of your thigh, and that's your IT band. And you want to hold this for a count of 20 seconds and repeat it 3 times. Now the next 2 exercises, we're going to strengthen the inner part of your quad. So you're sitting up and you want to use a ball like this. Make it a little soft so it's not too hard. Put it between your knee. And then let's say, for example, I'm going to strengthen my right quads. So my right VMO. So you're going to squeeze the ball and then you're going to extend your knee and then you relax. Now you can start with just body weight and then quickly progress to having ankle weights there. Start with 1 or 2 pounds. You can go to 5, 10, or even 15 pounds as you get stronger. So again, squeeze in and then extend your leg and relax. You want to do this 15 repetitions for 3 sets. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Now for the 4th exercise, I'm going to have you do a straight leg raise but with a slight twist. You're going to turn your foot out to the side so that it biases the inner part of your knee, which is your VMO. To do that, we're going to lie down. And then this leg can be straight or it can be bent. If you have back pains, you can have this knee bent. But we're going to be strengthening the right leg. But so you can see, I'm just going to put this leg down. And then what you want to do is you want to do a straight leg raise like I mentioned, but with a slight twist, meaning your foot is turned outwards. So right from the beginning, you're going to have your foot turned outwards and you're going to lift your leg up 8 to 10 inches off the bed. Hold it for 5 seconds and then down. And then again, hold it for 5 seconds and then down. When you do that, you're gonna feel more of the strain on the inner part of your knee. That means that you're working on your vastus medialis, which is what you want. So you're gonna hold this for 5 seconds and repeat it 10 times. Now we're going to do a VMO squat. The VMO squat, similar to the VMO leg extension we did earlier, will help strengthen the inner part of your quads. So you're going to use a ball again like this, and then you're going to put it between your knees, and now you're going to do a squat. The difference will be when you're doing a squat, you'll be squeezing on that ball. So you're going to, while you're squatting, you're squeezing, and you relax, you come up, and you squat down, you squeeze, hold it for 5 seconds, relax, come up. You're going to repeat that 15 repetitions. So for the bonus, I'm going to show you how to mobilize your kneecap so it can move properly in that trochlear groove. You're going to use 2 fingers. Now place one finger on the outer side of your kneecap, and you're going to place the other finger on the inner side of the kneecap. Important here is your quads has to be relaxed so your kneecap can move freely. So if you tighten your quads by extending your leg, your kneecap won't move. So the quads has to be relaxed. One finger on the outer side of your knee, one finger on the inner side of the knee, and then you're going to be pushing your kneecap going in this way. You're going to do that 10 repetitions, and then you're going to be pushing the kneecap going out 10 repetitions, and then you're going to be using the web space of your hand. You're going to be pushing the kneecap going down 10 repetitions, and then you can use 2 fingers or your thumbs to glide your kneecap coming up 10 repetitions as well. If your kneecap pain or patellofemoral pain is because of malalignment, then I recommend mobilizing the kneecap going in only. So you're putting the finger on the other side of your kneecap, and then you're going to just glide in. Usually with patellar malalignment, your kneecap will be tracking out. So you want to push it back in so it can track more in the middle. Now check out this next video to find out the common mistakes to avoid when you have knee pain.